In your medical malpractice trial, when I have an opportunity to question the doctor whom you have sued during his pretrial deposition, can I ask the doctor whether he's ever been sued before? And if so, whether any of those cases ever went to verdict? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I share with you the exact answer to this question. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. All right, so now you sued your doctor claiming that he was careless and that his carelessness caused you harm and injury. And we have a medical expert to confirm that you have a valid basis for a case. Now your case proceeds forward. The doctor, in answer to your allegations, says, hey, I did nothing wrong and I'm denying all of your allegations. Okay, that means that during the course of your lawsuit, I will have an opportunity to question your doctor during a pretrial question and answer session known as a deposition. This takes place in the doctor's attorney's office. Now, in his conference room, there's no judge there, there's no jury there, but there is a court stenographer there to record all of my questions and all of the doctor's answers. And the doctor's answers represent his sworn testimony as if he is testifying at the time of trial. And it carries the same exact weight as if he is testifying at trial. So now the question I raised in this video is, can I ask the doctor whether he has ever been sued before? And the answer is, yes, I can. And then the other question I asked was, can I ask the doctor whether any of those lawsuits resulted in a jury verdict? And if so, what was the result? And the answer is, yes, I can. And the doctors are required to answer those questions. Now, why is that? It's because this is the discovery phase of your lawsuit. We are learning information about the doctor. We're learning information about what he did and why. And I'm entitled to probe and learn about the doctor's history as well as the treatment that he rendered to you. I can learn about prior lawsuits, not that it has anything specific to do with your particular case, but as far as learning about his background and what has happened to him in the past from a legal standpoint, yes, I am entitled to know that information. But you should know something else. You will find that the best trial attorneys in New York, the best lawyers who handle medical malpractice cases in New York, already know the answers to those questions, those specific questions about whether or not the doctor has had any lawsuits against him and whether any of those cases have actually gone to verdict. Now, why is that? Because we have to do certain research about the doctor before ever getting to his deposition. I want to learn as much as possible about the doctor before I ever question him. I want to know his background. I want to know about his curriculum vitae, his CV. Where did he go to school? I want to know about his credentials. Did he have any problem during medical school or in college or in residency training? And where does he practice now? What hospitals is he affiliated with? I need to know all that information before I ever step into the attorney's office to question the doctor. Likewise, when I do my search to see if the doctor has ever been sued before, I want to know what type of case. Was it a civil lawsuit? Was it a criminal case? Was it a commercial litigation matter, a dispute, a contract dispute? Or was it a disgruntled patient, an unhappy patient who sued the doctor for medical malpractice? Obviously, I'm more interested in those cases where patients have sued the doctor for medical malpractice. And then I want to know, and I will ask the doctor, doctor, have you ever testified before? Now, why would I ask such a question? Because I want to know if the doctor has given answers to questions during a pretrial question and answer session known as a deposition. Why would I do that? Because then I will go ahead and reach out to the attorney who handled that case and ask for a copy of the transcript. And then I will actually read it cover to cover to see if there's any useful information that I might be able to use in our particular case. And I will do that for every case that the doctor has testified in. Not just during pretrial testimony, but I will also ask whether he gave testimony in any of the cases that were brought against him at trial. And then I will want to know what the ultimate verdict was in any of those cases. Did those cases go to verdict? If so, how many? Were those verdicts in your favor or for the patient? And if so, what was the ultimate outcome? What was the outcome on appeal? Was that case ultimately settled? And although the defense may not want the doctor to voluntarily admit all this information, I am legally entitled to ask it, and the doctor is legally obligated to tell me this information. Now, one other thing you should know. The mere fact that I can ask all about this during his pretrial deposition does not automatically mean that I can now ask it and get an answer at trial when your case goes to trial. Remember, this is the discovery phase. I can learn lots of information, but whether or not I can actually use it at the time of trial is a different issue altogether. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in these medical malpractice cases here in New York. You know, I do understand you're likely watching this video because of questions or concerns that you have about your own matter. Well, if your matter happened here in New York and you have not yet started a lawsuit, but are thinking of doing so, what I invite you to do, if you still have questions, pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.